don't eat that, don't eat that.
Let's see what kind of effect that has on us.
Hey guys, welcome back to MD3. My name is Mitchell, and today we are reviewing the new film Cocaine Bear.
Apex predator. High on cocaine.
It is releasing tomorrow in theaters everywhere. It's directed by Elizabeth Banks, which is a very odd directing choice on this film's part, but kind of worked out in the end. If you don't know, Cocaine Bear follows the story that's based on true events. I don't think it's like 100% based on true events, but some of the stuff actually happened that I have to look into it further. Basically, a plane flew over Tennessee and Georgia and dropped a lot of cocaine out into the forests, and a bear got into it and ingested a lot of it. In real life, I think the bear actually died after about 50 or so minutes. None of the events of like killing people like in this film actually happened, but the film is kind of like an exploration of like what would happen if an apex predator consumed all this cocaine, got high, and then like just rampaged all over town. It's a very interesting concept. On paper, this film seems destined to fail. It seems like one of those films where it's just going to be a stupid time. You're not going to be able to like enjoy it. It's not going to be a good film. And this film kind of is bad. It's really poorly made. The direction is not there because Elizabeth Banks just cannot direct a movie to save her life. And some of the acting can seem kind of just wooden and unoriginal. It can feel kind of like a B-grade movie like Sharknado at times. But I loved this. I'm going to be honest here. I absolutely loved this film. Part of the fun, I think, was that I took about 10 of my friends to this screening with me. And we were just having such a fun time laughing and just staring up in horror and awe at what we were experiencing on screen, because trust me, this is a bonkers movie with some of the craziest scenes you've ever seen. Speaking of crazy, it is also very gory. I was not expecting that going in. You might not be expecting that when you go in, so just know what you're getting into. This is like horror movie levels of gore. It is intense. There's a few scenes throughout that I think kind of felt like horror movie-ish at times. There's an ambulance scene that is top tier filmmaking. It's like one of those scenes where it's like in a sea of the rest of the movie, which is like kind of good. That scene is just mind-blowingly like phenomenal. You just sit there, you're like, am I watching the same movie? Like this, we all saw that, right? Like, and then it goes back to being kind of pretty good again. You're just like, what happened? I'd say there's no standout actors. O'Shea Jackson Jr. is probably the best character in this entire film, followed by the late Ray Liotta in his final on-screen appearance. He does great work here. It's very heartfelt seeing him for his last time. May he rest in peace. I also loved seeing Brooklyn Prince from the Florida Project. I think she's a phenomenal child actress. I'm glad she's getting more work. It was very fun seeing her here. Her character didn't really have a lot to do, but it was still a pleasant surprise nonetheless. And I think what can be summed up about this film is that it's not a good film. As I mentioned, the direction is not great. The pacing is not great, and it's kind of stupid. But I don't think this film was ever trying to be a phenomenal film, and that's why I loved it so much. It doesn't take itself seriously. This film would have been 10 times worse if it had went in trying to be a serious, gritty, complex film about a bear ingesting cocaine. It's not that. It takes itself not seriously. It feels like a comedy, and it just works. This is one of the funniest films I've seen in quite some time. I was almost in tears laughing so much. There's a few scenes, like there's this one scene, the bear is going through an extreme high, and a butterfly just flies right in front of his face, and he is just flabbergasted, and it had me in tears. I was laughing nonstop with my friends. It is just such a fun and funny movie that you can even just like watch it by yourself and you will still have a great time. It's very, very enjoyable to watch. In a time of year, like January, February are usually very slow for 2023 releases. In a time of year when no new movies are coming out that are even decent, this is just phenomenal. I would say it's definitely worth a trip to the multiplex to see this. Definitely catch it in theaters. Yeah, great soundtrack, great script, great casting, and all around a great film. I would give Cocaine Bear an 80 out of 100. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, remember to click the subscribe button down below, like the video, and comment down below which movies I should check out so I can add them to my watch list. Until next time, this is Mitchell signing off. Peace out.